Hey, it's me. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Vilma. Today, I'm going to go back to basics. And when I say going back to basics, when I first started my channel, I was only reviewing beauty products, and then 4 years later, I just decided to do fashion related videos. But I know a lot of you follow me because you have the same skin tone as mine, because you have the same skin issues as mine, and you've been asking me to do foundation reviews. So I am starting a new series here on my channel. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to name the series, maybe Foundation Over 40s. Not to say that somebody who's younger cannot benefit from my review. I hope that my reviews are helpful, but I am going to start a series where I do at least once a month a beauty review, and most of it will probably be foundations because we're always looking for the next best thing. I would love for you guys to comment below and give me ideas of how I should name this series. Could it be Foundation Over 40s, another foundation testing? I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts because everything that I'm going to try, it's not only for myself, but it's mostly for you guys because you probably are looking for a new foundation, especially now that the season is, we're now in winter, but spring is nearly here. So there's a lot of releases on the market. So let me know in the comments below if you're happy for me to start a new series. And if you're new here, let me just tell you some fun facts about my skin. I have combination to oily skin, so my T-zone is quite oily. I have humongous pores, especially over here, but my skin over here is not that bad. But I do have combination to oily skin. I don't have a lot of breakouts all that often. Sometimes I feel like when I have breakouts is because I ate something that I shouldn't be eating, or I'm kind of like run down, but that's kind of like the issues that I have with my skin. Mostly it's my oily skin, the enlarged pores, and I also have a few fine lines. So today's contender is going to be the NYX Professional Bear With Me Tinted Veil. This retails here in the UK for £10. It's available at Boots, Superdrug, and Look Fantastic, which they do ship worldwide if you're looking to try this product. It comes in 10 available shades. It has 27 ml of product, which is 0.91 fluid ounces. I'm not entirely sure why they just didn't give us a full fluid ounces, which is 30 ml of product. It promises to give you 8 hours of wear with a very seamless and hydrating feel. Now I'm going to read the description on the Look Fantastic website. It says, Bear With Me Tinted Veil BB Cream is a weightless and hydrating tinted cream that delivers a veil of a breathable coverage and seamless satin finish to leave skin looking naturally smooth and flawless. The lightweight BB cream feels like a second skin and provides up to 8 hours of hydration infused with aloe and cucumber extracts, and it's also cruelty free. This line also has other products such as primers, one which is a spray which you can use as a primer as a finishing spray as well. It has a jelly type of primer that comes in a tub, and I believe it also has a concealer and some blushes, but I felt like I only wanted to try the foundation, so I didn't try anything else because I am trying to keep my makeup collection to a minimum. For application, I'm going to use 2 tools because I feel like a lot of people use different tools. Sometimes I use my hands, but today I'm going to be using a beauty sponge. This one is by Real Techniques, and a full cover foundation brush by Bobbi Brown, but I feel like you should use whatever works for you. So my skin is already moisturized and hydrated, but as mentioned, I do have combination to oily skin and I do have textured skin. So I'm going to be using a primer. This is also by NYX and it's called the Angel Veil. I've been absolutely loving this. I included it in my January favorites, and I definitely see the difference when I wear foundations with this product. Now the shade that I have here is Golden Camel. I feel like it's a little bit too warm for me. It will probably match me a lot better in the warmer months, which are not that far away. But the shade before this one, I'll put the name here on the screen. I think it would have matched me better, or I would have had to mix the two together. And that's a problem that I find with drugstore foundations. I never really find my exact match, which is annoying, and I refuse to buy 2 shades. So I'm gonna do my review with this one, but just keep in mind it is a little bit too warm for me. So here is a product on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's going down but very, very slowly. So it's not a very liquidy product, which is a good thing. I was expecting it to be a lot more fluid just because of not having a lot of coverage. They just say it's a seamless coverage, so I was expecting it to be a little bit thinner. So I'm going to start by dotting on this side. And on this side, I'm going to use my beauty sponge and just start buffing this in, patting this into my skin. It does feel super light, I have to say. It's not a product that you feel on the skin whatsoever. It just goes onto the skin super nice. So as you can see, this side has the product on and this side doesn't. It has somewhat evened out my skin, but I still see my natural skin peeking through, which is something that I really enjoy for every day. I don't like looking masked. The shade is a little bit too warm for me. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but I can see that my neck is a little bit lighter and it does set slightly darker in my opinion, but the sponge gave it a very, very sheer wash of color. So I'm going to just apply a little bit more to show you if we can have a little bit of more coverage. So that is the coverage that you get with the second layer. Again, no foundation and foundation. It has definitely evened out my skin tone. It looks a little bit nicer on this side. I don't see my breakouts, which I have one here. Well, I do see it, but it's not as predominant as it is on this side. So the same amount on this side. I'm gonna start by dotting my face and I'm going to blend this side with the foundation brush. Okay, so with the brush, you definitely get a little bit more coverage, not by much, but you do get a little bit more coverage. And whilst I was applying the foundation, I could definitely feel this like cooling sensation, which is possibly related to the hydration claim, but you do get a little bit more coverage with a brush. I don't know if it's just because of this brush, because this brush by Bobbi Brown is amazing. I'll link it below for you guys. But you definitely get just a little bit more coverage. I'm honestly not mad about the coverage. I really like what the brush did and what the sponge did. Now, sponges are more for those of you who like products to be sheared out, so definitely use this. But if you want a little bit heavier coverage, not that this product will give you heavier coverage, then use a foundation brush. Now, I still have a little bit of product left on my hand, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So I'm back with my makeup completely done, and I love how my foundation is looking at the moment. It looks natural. I do have a few steps and a few things on here that, you know, the people who know will know that I'm wearing makeup, but the overall finish seems to be really pretty, and I am really enjoying what I'm seeing on my mirror. Now, I will be taking pictures with flash and without flash and putting on here. So far, I've taken one in here in my bedroom. I know there is a lot of light, but I put the blind down and it came out okay. I don't think it has any flashback. And I don't know if this product has SPF. I definitely need to check that out. But I do really like how it's looking so far. I'm gonna wear it for the entire day. Well, try, because my daughter's not so well. And I'll come back with a few check-ins throughout the day. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so for the first time, I'm going to be doing my check-ins with my phone. So let me know in the comments below if the quality of the image is good. Hopefully it is. But so far, I am really liking how this foundation looks. Now, I've not finished with a setting spray or finishing spray. I really want to see how the foundation or the tinted veil slash BB cream is going to last throughout the day. I'm going to be doing all my check-ins using my phone because it's so much easier. And I'm going to try and wear it for the entire day. Now, as mentioned, this is not a first impressions because I've used the product before, but I didn't use it for a very long time. I want to see if it's going to control my shine, if it's going to enhance my imperfections. At the moment, I feel like it's looking really good. I do have a little bit of, bless you, my daughter has a cold. At the moment, I've noticed that I have a little bit of texture on my forehead, but the foundation is looking really, really good so far. So it's 1:30. I'm going to come back within 2 or 3 hours to show you how the foundation is doing. All the products, if you are interested, will be listed below. All the products that I used today on my face will be listed below, which are a mixture of higher end and drugstore. So I'll come back in a few hours and show you how the foundation is doing. Hey, so it's been a couple of hours and I thought, let me just come on here and, show you guys how the foundation is holding on. I've just finished doing a video. I believe it's going to be uploaded before this one. It's a beauty project pan for 2020. So if you are curious to know what that is all about, make sure to check up here or in the info bar below. I do believe that one is going to be uploaded before this one. But yeah, so far I am loving how the foundation is looking. I've not blotted, I've not powdered, I've not touched up anywhere else besides my blush. And the reason why I had to retouch my blush a little bit is because I use a cream blush and they tend to kind of like disappear a little bit, but there's no oil seeping through at all on my face, especially on my nose. So I'm really impressed with that. I know it's only been a couple of hours, but usually a couple of hours with BB creams and tinted moisturizers can kind of be disastrous a little bit for me sometimes, especially if it's from the drugstore. But so far, I am loving how my makeup is looking. So I'll check back a little bit later. So it's been 3 hours almost since my last check-in. It's now 6 o'clock in the evening and I'm kind of like ready to get this makeup off my face. Now I really wanted to come on here and show you guys how impressive this foundation has held on. I was expecting this to just be a oily mess and just be super duper greasy and the foundation breaking down, and I feel like it's looking really good. I've not touched up. It's not looking very oily. It's just looking like skin. It looks really good. Now, granted, I am not doing this last check-in with natural light. I have my ring light on because it's very dark and this is the only way you guys would be able to see anything, but I feel like it looks really good. I think the only thing I'm not impressed by is my own concealer, the Makeup Revolution concealer. I don't know, I feel like it needs to be a little bit more hydrating and it's not, but the foundation still looks really, really good. I had a proper look in the mirror in the bathroom, and the only place I can tell you guys that the foundation has separated a little bit is here and a little bit here on my natural smile lines, but that happens with a lot of foundations that I have. Now I have a little tissue here which I am going to use to blot for us to see if a lot of foundation is going to transfer. And just a little bit, as you guys can see, I am super impressed. So I'm going to wrap this video up with this last check-in. I give my thumbs up for this product. It's great. It looks super natural. It's super light on the skin and it does last at least 6 hours. I feel like my skin looks exactly the same as it did when I first applied it. So that is definitely a bonus. Now, if you are super duper oily, don't know how it's going to work on you. If you are very, very dry, I don't know how it's going to work on you, but for my sisters out there, for my twins out there who have the same skin tone as me, the same skin issues as me, I feel like this is a good product to try. It's affordable, it's accessible, and it's a good product for every day that you could just, you know, if you don't want to use your expensive foundations, you can just wear this one and go about your day. So that is it for this review. Let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoyed it, if you want to continue to see this. This series will only happen if you guys want to see it. If you don't want to see it, I'll just remain doing my fashion related videos. But if you do want to see it, give this video a good thumbs up. Leave me a comment below if you liked it, if you liked the way that I did it. Should I do a shorter video? Let me know. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.